I mean, so last year was the first time ever at Spa, and that
Mm.
was incredible. Like it was
Brilliant track.
kind of literally the week before. It was, oh, he's pulled out. Can you get to Spa? And I'm like, okay, no problem. So yeah, we weren't really ready for that, but yeah, Spa was something else. The weather was so good, and it was just yeah.
Hi, my name's Samson Clark,
And I'm Summer McNeil.
and this is the fourth episode of Shifting Gears Podcast, and we are with Blake Angliss. So Blake, could you please start off by telling us what you do and like who you are, what you're racing?
So obviously Blake Angliss. I'm 23. This year I'm racing in British GT. So last year I did half a season in British, and then same with the year before that, and then before that was in Ginettas. So yeah, we've slowly been. I've done a little bit of racing, but not as much as some people.
So, Blake, where did your love for racing begin?
So I've always been into cars, obviously from my dad. So we're from Coventry. He's Coventry born and bred. So anything to do with Jags, it's been love them. Because he used to walk past or go past Browns Lane where the Jags used to be built. So we've always loved cars in that sense. And yeah, so motorsport for me didn't really start until I was 11. So it's quite late in terms of motorsport. But yeah, like I've always loved going fast, always loved cars. So yeah, that's kind of where it's come from.
Brilliant. And who do you currently admire in the world of racing?
No one really as such. Like everyone, there's so many different people in it, and so many different people doing so well as well. And people that have come from almost nothing, or from, in such a short space of time, they've gone from here to there, and it's like fair play. So I think it's just motorsport as a whole at the minute is doing really well.
Fair enough. If you didn't end up in motorsport, so do you think you'd end up in another sport, or would you be completely out of sports completely?
So so I was, before motorsport, I was a very good hockey player and a very good swimmer. And so my brother played for England, won European gold and stuff like that the other year. So hockey is in the family. So I probably would have followed in that, playing at probably the Olympics or even swimming at the Olympics. But yeah, I fell out of love with that, and it was quite a difficult conversation with my old man of I don't really enjoy this anymore. Can we go do motorsport? So that was. Sorry?
Worked out though.
Yeah, I mean, it's been tough, don't get me wrong. Ironically, I've actually gone back to playing hockey for 2 years, mainly just as a social point, because it's so much less stressful than motorsport, and also I hate running, so it's an easy way of doing cardio.
Fair enough.
It's good to like relax on the side as well, like get your mind like.
Oh, 100%. And it's the people at hockey. It is literally just a great laugh. So that's the main thing I do it.
Right, I've got a random question for you. Right, so if you could have one Mario Kart power up in a race, what power up would you have and why?
I want to say a red shell, but that only goes to the person in front. I'm gonna have to go the rocket, because
the rocket. Exactly, the rocket. No one ever says the rocket.
And I'm in like P nowhere. Back to the front we go.
No one ever says the rocket, and I always think that's the one I'd go for. It's like
I think
it's the best one.
You literally can turn your race around, literally.
Exactly.
I like the one where it makes you go small. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, that one.
It's a good. Or the the 3 like mushrooms where you go really really fast like 3 times. I like that one. Coming away from Mario Kart now, going back to something a bit more serious. What is your dream track to drive one day?
I'd love to race it into Lagos. I really would. I think it's just so like historical, and whenever you see the racing there, the racing always looks so good. And I think the old style tracks always produce brilliant racing. It's not like artificial in a way, and it just flows. And I'd love to drive it.
Valid.
And talking about tracks as well, see this year on the calendar, what track are you most excited to race this year with British GT?
I mean, so last year was the first time ever at Spa, and that was incredible. Like it was
brilliant track.
Kind of literally the week before, it was, oh, he's pulled out. Can you get to Spa? And I'm like, okay, no problem. So yeah, we weren't really ready for that, but yeah, Spa was something else. The weather was so good, and it was just
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough. So this is my question, right? Just for everyone watching, Blake, would you like to clarify what number you race with?
So I raced with 84.
Do you? Okay, right. So I'm always really interested in the stories that go behind it, and it's a question that I really love asking because people either just picked a random number or genuinely some of the nicest stories to come out of the reason they race that number. So what's the reason why you race your number?
So there is a little bit of, it's not so much a story, but a reason behind it. So for me, obviously my initials are BA, which if you translate that to a number, the 8 is a B and the 4 is an A. So that is where that came from.
Fair enough.
And ironically, when I started in karting, my first randomly chosen number was 42 and it happened to be double it. So I was like, oh, okay, even better.
Fair enough.
So it's really nothing special, but there's a little bit of a reason behind it.
Obviously, you said you started racing quite late at 11. Obviously, you've done karting, Ginetta, British GT now. What would you say your proudest moment in your racing career has been?
Probably the first full year in cars. It was very much, oh, okay, because I was supposed to be doing the championship below that, but because of lack of entries, that fell through, and then we ended up in Super Cup. So it was very much, we've gone from karts 3 rounds in GT5, which was a big jump anyway, and then into the Super Cup car, which again was just another big step. But yeah, I think the way that first year went, and we rolled into the second year and nearly won the championship, I think, I showed potential and promise. I didn't do any testing as such. I think I did 2 days that year.
Yeah.
So it was right, get in the car and just drive. And yeah, credit where credit's due. I think Century, for me, I wouldn't be where I am without them and the amount that we learned those 2 years. So yeah, it was one of them. It kind of took us all a little bit by surprise on how well I did and how well the season went as well. And just the amount of kind of maturing that happened in that year/2 years of doing it.
Fair enough.
Thanks.
So moving on to something a bit more fun for you now. We all know that outside of F1, there is a lot of racing that isn't there's a lot of motorsports that isn't F1, sorry. But F1 is what a lot of people reference as the pinnacle of motorsport. So think it would be interesting if you had to make an F1 style team, so 2 drivers and a reserve, but with drivers from any series, past or present, or maybe a feeder series driver that you think is going to do well and get into a better category. If you could make a team, who would you put in there?
That's putting me on the spot. I think I think you'd have to go someone like Jim Clark, purely because he's got so much experience in so many different things, and he raced so many different things and was so good at it. You want somebody like that in the team who can sort of take your hand to it. Similar to how Verstappen is these days. You just pop him in something and then off he goes. He's like, okay, mate, chill out. Yeah, who else? I don't really know, to be honest.
Doesn't have to make.
I like Alonso as well. Just wise old fox is, you get what you get, and it's straight to the point, and he just always seems to be good, especially when the race. It might not be in the fastest car, but the racing side, he's always really good.
Alonso for champion 2027 is what I'm hearing.
Amen to that. Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Maybe not this year because Aston Martin have cooked up. I don't even know, but 2027, it's going to happen.
It just seems to be Alonso and Honda. Just doesn't seem to be a good mix.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think he's getting war flashbacks.
Oh, he definitely goes to bed with PTSD. 100%.
Fair enough. And then reserve driver, one more.
Reserve. I might just put Max in.
Max?
Fair enough. You've got a very good team.
That's a solid team.
Solid.
Yeah, that's a really, really good team.
It's really good.
Tamsin, have you got any more?
And that's all our questions we had today, the wee short one. Thanks so much for joining us. Have you got any messages you'd like to leave, or if you want to drop your social medias?
If anyone fancies coming down, saying hello to the garage, more than welcome to. Obviously I'll be there. especially the driver signings. But see me around the paddock, just say hello. I might have a face of thunder on, but that's probably because my head's off out somewhere else. But say hello, and I'll just no. Hopefully everyone enjoys the season ahead, and the racing this year is really good.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Perfect.
And where can people find you on social media?
So Blake Angliss Motorsport, or just Blake Angliss. Yeah, I'm in and around somewhere. On top of work and everything, I'm like, social media, don't do it. But I need to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to find time in the day. I need like 48 hours. But no, it's all good.